What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are one of 5 Martin preferred online dealers in the world and one of 20 Martin custom shop expert dealers in the world. So we bring you the greatest Martin gear first. And I'm excited today, at the time of this filming, spring of 2025, we are bringing you the brand new Dreadnaught Junior StreetLegend. Martin is totally redoing the junior line, and we have them all at Empire Music. Check out empiremusic.com. You'll see photos of every guitar. Never a stock photo. You always see a 5-digit code in the title, knowing that you're getting that exact one. That's the last 5 digits of the serial numbers. Full pro photos, but most importantly, what do? We always do a full pro setup, dialing your guitar into the best version of its factory spec, giving you the best playing experience of that specific instrument. We only carry a handful of brands, so we carry them super deep. So we're gonna get you not only a great guitar, but the right one for you. Man, the Dread Junior, the junior line, Martin came to play. This has been a big year for Martin at launch here, and I gotta be honest with you, they are taking on a big launch here with the junior line. They're really excited to bring this out. They've been working on it a long time. We've seen many iterations of prototypes on these, and we're stoked to bring you the new versions. This is an all solid wood guitar. The whole junior line is all solid wood, which is amazing. Really tons of value in the instrument. This particular one is in the shape of a Dreadnaught. But what's really cool and what makes this guitar unique in its space is that it's all solid wood, and it has a standard 24.9 scale length, which is a short scale, like it's like a triple O scale. But most of these guitars in this range are 23-ish something scale length, so a little bit different playing experience. This guitar gives you a traditional playing experience, leading to a traditional sound experience. So it's really definitely a vintage inspired feel when you're playing the guitar. The StreetLegend obviously gives you like a relic look, but it comes in many iterations. So if you love the relic, which is very popular, go for it. If you prefer the natural or the Sapelli tops, cool. This particular guitar is solid spruce with solid Sapelli back and sides, all satin, really beautiful. Just the Sapelli always has like beautiful graining. It's got the new thinner fingerboard and the PA taper neck shape, so some vintage style feels there. And you have vintage style tuners, which are amazing. Also, the whole junior line comes with Martin's, let's say recently released E1 electronics, which has a volume, a tone tucked right here. It's got a phase control that lets you shape your sound, and it's got a built-in tuner that faces you right here, which is pretty awesome. So underneath there's a little button. Click here, little tuner, and you can tune your guitar right there. And when you're tuning, you're gonna bypass the stage. So if you're in front of people playing or you're trying to record, you're not gonna hear that annoying tuning sound that nobody wants to hear through the speakers or whatever. These are just unbelievable. If you think you're looking for an instrument to write on, you travel a lot with, you want in your office, there's not a reason to not have one of these. And the cool thing is, Martin has flushed the line out so heavily that there's Dreadnaught versions with multiple tone wood types. There's a Sapelli top version, there's a spruce top version. They come in a couple different ways. We have videos on all of them. And then they have a triple O version too, again with the Sapelli top. So all Sapelli, which are like all mahogany style, or a spruce top with Sapelli back and sides. So a lot of variations. They're really beautiful. They sound unbelievable. I mean, really, you can tell the guitar is all solid wood for sure. There's no doubt about it. It comes with a great gig bag. So just amazing. These just came in before the launch, but we saw these at NAMM. We saw them at the factory before NAMM in the middle of 2024 when they had settled on the final versions, and they're just home runs. They were really interested. Martin was interested and demanding of themselves to bring an all solid wood guitar to the lineup here, and it's just like, and they've done it across the whole series. That was something that was really important for them to stay in line with the new refresh standard series that they just launched. They're trying to elevate this part of the line, and they've done a phenomenal job. The guitar feels amazing. They look beautiful. I mean, their finishes are just flawless, and out of the box felt amazing. Now, what's cool is when we get a guitar in at Empire, we go through, because we talk to a lot of customers, and they're like, worried about how it's going to feel, or if this is right or that's right. Understand, we buy it first, so we scrutinize these very heavily. We have multiple people check every instrument in. They get shop adjusted to make sure they play great, neck works right, everything's in line. And then when you get it, we dial this bad boy in to the best of its ability to really maximize the instrument. So I love it. What's cool about the Dreadnaught shape is you get the same profile of a Dreadnaught guitar, big and bold, just kind of more focused because it's a little bit smaller body, right? A little bit thinner, a little bit more comfortable to hold. And I love these guitars. I think when I'm at home, I always end up playing smaller guitars if I'm just being lazy on a Sunday. I want to, lay on the couch and still sound good. These are like the holy grail, right? So with the spruce top, you're getting a lot of sparkle, you're getting a lot of power, a lot of versatility. You get plenty of output. These obviously aren't as loud as a D28, but I mean, it's like for all standard purposes is how we'd use it. It would be plenty. The Sapele is very similar to mahogany. It's basically equal bass, mids, and trebles. I think you'll find that in your research that sometimes Sapele has a slight mid boost to it. The guitar is very even top to bottom. So a very good choice for this guitar because no matter what style you're playing, you're going to get a great even low E to high E experience, which is important. They've done a good job they reworked the string spacing compared to the previous Jet Juniors, so you get a really good feel here. The guitar feels really natural. So what I like to do in my videos, if you watch my stuff, I like to do the dynamic range and I like to do the mids of the guitar because I think these are two things that are, first of all, when you do them over and over, like I do, or you set two browsers up side by side and listen to two guitars side by side, they're easily compared. And these are things that are, I would say, objective, right? How do you hear how much dynamic range it has? How does it sound when it's quiet? Does it have character or is it thin? As you open it up, can it handle being opened up? That's pretty objective, right? And then the mids of the guitar, can we articulate what's going on through the middle of the instrument, or is it a little soupy? And that, now whether or not you like that or not is up to you, right? But I think we can agree that if the guitar's voiced, that way we can all hear it. What's great about this guitar is it's super fast responding. This little bit smaller Dreadnaught box gives you good tone with light attack. As you open it up, I'm gonna push it kind of to the end and you're gonna hear that it does reach a ceiling but that's, you take any guitar in this category and they all do it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, if you're looking for the loudest guitar on the face of the earth, we're gone. We've led you astray. So, but definitely something that could play in a guitar circle. If you're hanging out with your buddies, this will still hang. So let's go ahead and do the dynamic range and the mids of the instrument and we'll see what we think. Beautiful sounding guitar. Something I noticed right away, the standard scale length is really helpful. If you played the previous iteration of Martin travel guitars and you felt cramped, or other brands travel guitars and you felt cramped, or I would call them travel because they're more than that. That's kind of dumps them down, but it's just like a fractional guitar. It's like not a full-size instrument. Sometimes those 23 scales feel like your fingers are just so tight in there that you run out of room. Up here, you would know what you're playing. You could be playing it's a Gibson scale length, it's a triple O scale length. It's something we've all experienced a billion times, right? So very, very comfortable to play. So it's super A+ there because it doesn't feel awkward from transitioning from another guitar to this guitar, which is a super bonus. It sounded great lightly touched. I knew that was going to happen. I took it to the very brink of the power, and I kind of feel like at that point, anytime I'm strumming at that level, I just don't see a situation where that happens tons and tons of times. And when I need that, I need something bigger than that. There are bigger guitars out there, but for 99.9% of us, this is going to hit the mark. It's going to be plenty, especially given the context of the instrument. The mids of the guitar, I think you hear the Sapelli at work, right? There is that beautiful mid response. It leaves the guitar top to bottom very even. So as you strum through, and you get that really just focused, a lot of definition there through the mids, but you still hear the growl of the bottom end. You get Martin's classic bass response. You still get a beautiful top end that's not too jangly, but those mids really have a voice in the sound. And that is super, super important when we play guitar, especially if you like the idea that these come plugging, with the ability to plug in, you want to just hook up and record yourself back. Well, obviously, guess what? The pickup can only give you what your guitar gives you, right? I know everyone's worried about 700 bands, you're going to increase the bass and it's going to make it warmer, and that's not really true. It just increases the bass. The pickup is there to give you the tone that is in the guitar. So if the guitar is not balanced, you're going to have an unbalanced, recorded sound with the pickup, or live sound with the pickup. So this gives you so much evenness that if you did want to play it live, you could absolutely play like a worship gig with this. You could absolutely play a duo, like if you do the coffee shop thing or you do the bar thing or whatever it is, you're gonna play live with this, you could absolutely do it. I mean, it definitely would pass the test in a live scenario. It's a new Martin Dreadnaught Jr. StreetLegend. There's a pickup in it. The whole new Junior line has been revamped with Martin guitars. You can find them all right here at Empire Music and empiremusic.com. Please reach out to us on the site. Always see the photo of the guitar, never a stock photo. Always know we do full pro setups on every guitar we sell. I don't care if you buy a backpacker or you buy the most expensive custom shop model we have. Everything, we do a full pro setup, dialing in, giving the best version of that guitar. And know we stock every brand that we carry, even though it's just a handful of the major brands. We carry those brands and we carry them super deep. So if you're ever looking to compare two models, or you want to make sure you're not only getting a great guitar, because Martin makes great guitars, but you want to get the right guitar for you, we are your spot at Empire Music. Hit us up here at the shop. We'll get you fixed up with one of the new Junior Series guitars. This is the Dread Junior StreetLegend from Empire Music and Martin Guitars. Please subscribe to our channel if you have not. Chat with us through the site if you have any questions. We're here to help you out with all things Martin. Thanks for watching.